Hi everyone, today we are going to learn the second part of my fingerstyle guitar tutorial of Without You by Avicii, and we only have the chorus and the drop left to learn on this song. And if you haven't already checked out my Patreon, you really should do, because for $1 per month you do get access to, like, for example, I just posted some videos where I basically arrange a song and you get to be a part of the process, and I'm going to explain like every step in the arrangement. So that is going to be very helpful for you if you want to learn how to arrange fingerstyle songs. And I'm actually posting a new video today if I'm uploading this video on a Wednesday. So check out Patreon. But anyway, today we are going to learn Without You, and this is what the chorus is going to sound like. And I hope I can play it now. It's been a while since I played this song. Okay, so we are going to start learning the chorus of the song, and the first 8 bars is going to be like this alternated palm muting rhythm, and we are going to start by learning bar 17 to 20. And for bar 17 we're going to start directly, and the best way to practice when it's a melody at the same time as you play this is actually to look at the tabs and practice it over and over again until it basically, until your right hand plays the pattern without you even thinking about it. The only thing you need to think about is what the left hand is doing, and that's changing the chord shapes. So it's pretty simple once you learn how to play it. So for bar 17, we are going to start with just a regular G major shape. So middle finger on the 3rd fret 6th string, put your point finger on the 2nd fret 5th string, and your ring finger on the 3rd fret 2nd string. With your right hand you're going to pluck string 6 and 2 at the same time, and keep in mind, for if you look at tabs you can see like the P.M, and that stands for palm muting. And in this chorus we are always going to palm mute string 6, 5 and 4. So that's string 6, 5, 4. So you don't have to think about palm muting too much, just rest your hand just where the strings begin and try to find the sweet spot where you get like this more thumpy, bassy sound of the strings. And try to move around until you find a great spot on your guitar, because that can be different depending on what guitar you have, I think. I'm not sure about that part. But anyway, palm muting, you can look up some tutorial anyway. It's maybe you already know how to do it. But anyway, for bar 17, we're going to play string 6 and 2, and string 6 is palm muting, just as I said. So, then you're going to play string 5. Then you're going to play string 6 and 2 again, still having the same shape with your left hand. So we have so far, and string 5. So that's all we're going to play with this chord shape, like the G, so out. And now we are going to change chord shape, so keep holding your ring finger where you have it, but remove your middle finger and put your point finger to the 2nd fret of the 4th string. With your right hand you're going to pluck string 5 and 2 now. And string 5 is palm muting, just like before. So remember, string 6, 5 and 4 is palm muting. And now play string 4. And now you're going to play string 5 and 1. And play string 4 and 1. Okay? So when you're practicing this, you're basically going to play the bass line and the melody. But you don't have to think about adding it together, just play this and learn the pattern. And now for bar 18, we are going to change to actually a bar chord, and it's a B minor. And for B minor, point finger on the 2nd fret 5th string, and then you're going to bar string from string 5 to string 1. And now we are going to add, this is like A minor shape, but so you're adding your let's see, a ring finger to the 4th fret 4th string, pink finger to the 4th fret 3rd string, and point finger to the 3rd fret 3rd string. And it's still here, we're going to palm mute the same strings, so all the bass notes is going to be palm muted. Let's start with just playing the 5th string. Then you're going to play string 4 and 1 together, play string 5, string 4, 5, 4. So we have one more time. And then you're going to play string 5 and 3 together. Sorry, 5 and 2 together. And then play string 4 and 2. So. And for bar number 19, this is where the chords get a bit more tricky. You can basically keep holding your bar chord, like keep holding your point finger, have it. You can just slide it down a bit on the fret. This is more of an advanced D major chord. So move it down and then put your, what is it called, your ring finger on the 5th fret 5th string, your middle finger on the 4th fret 4th string, and your pink finger is actually going to be on the 5th fret 1st string. Okay, so this is the shape you have, and this is basically a D major chord. You could also play this without using those fingers and just play a regular D chord, but you won't get the same bass line here. So I would try to learn this chord if you think you can. Now we are going to play string 5 and 1 at the same time. And then you're going to remove your pink finger, so that's where we have our point finger here to fret the 2nd string. So you just change to this chord and then you remove your pink finger. So like I said, play string 5 and 1, remove pink finger and play string 4 and 1. And then play string 5 and 1, and then play string 4. So, sorry. And now we're going to change chords. So now we're moving to more playable chords. Add your pink finger to the 3rd fret of the 1st string and your point finger to the 2nd fret of the 4th string. And now you're going to play string 5 and 1. Then play string 4. Now remove your pink finger and add your middle finger to the 2nd fret 1st string. And with your right hand, you're going to play string 5 and 1. And now remove your middle finger. And now we're going to play string 4 and 1. Okay? So we had for bar 19, change chord shape, middle finger, remove middle finger. Oh, I played it wrong, sorry. I remove middle finger. Yeah, that's better. One more time. One more time. And once you learn this, it's actually kind of fun to play these patterns. So you should practice it a lot. For bar 20, we are going to have the same G chord as before. So I already teach you this one, just a regular G chord, and here you're going to play string 6 alone. It's still palm muted, so we are still palm muting string 6 to 4, in case you have forgotten. So play string 6 and then play string 5 and 2 at the same time. Then play string 6, string 5, string 6, string 5, and then play string 6 and 2 at the same time. And then play string 5 and 2. So that's bar 17 to 20. And let's see if I can play it. This is from the start. I'm going to do it slowly now. And once you change to this chord, you don't actually have to have a full B minor chord on the bar 18. You can actually cheat and have a B minor 7, so that's basically without the pinky. So the pinky can be prepared for the very hard chord position on bar 19. So you can just sneak it up here. So this one can be your anchor when you change like this. Okay, I hope that's helpful. So we continue. And now we are going to learn bar 21 to 24. And this bars is going to be pretty similar. Let's see, maybe it's actually the same. Let's see, we have bar 21, bar 22 is the same, bar 23 is the same, but 24 it's actually one note that's different. So you can play it the same as bar 20, but if you want to play it exactly as I do it, we have, and on the last two hits on the strings, instead of playing string 6 and 2, and then play string 5 and 2, you're just going to play string 6 and 2 and string 6 and 2. So it's 2 hits on the 6th string. So we're like starting to do more of this pattern instead of, because now we need to speed up the song a bit with some more interesting stuff. So that's bar 17 to 24. And now we are going to move to bar, let's see what bars it is. We are going to play like 8 bars one more time. And it's pretty similar chords, exactly the same chords here, but we are going to play a bit differently with our right hand. So we are trying to speed up the arrangement a bit here. So let's start with bar 25 to 28. And I'm just going to show you what it sounds like, so you know what to practice. Okay, so it's still palm muting, and we are going to start with the G chord again. So we already know the G chord. Now we're going to play string 6 and 2. String 6 is palm muted. And then play string 6 one more time, palm muted. Let's just see. So we have, and now we are going to slap the strings. So this is slap, but now you're also going to I use my middle finger to do like a strum on string 4, 3, and 2. And you can basically, what we want to hear is basically the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So it doesn't really matter if you hit some other strings, just we want that note to be heard once we play this rhythm, like. So it's basically just a strum, so don't overthink it. And you're not doing like a strum like this, you're more like flipping your fingers a little bit, just like. And if it doesn't come naturally, you should just practice it until you can do it, because I remember it felt pretty awkward when I learned it first too. So we have, and then play the 6th string again, and now we're going to change chord shape. And this chord shape, it's a really cool chord shape of A major. So it's basically like some variation of the F chord, but we move it up. So point finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string, middle finger on the 6th fret of the 3rd string, and ring finger on the 7th fret of the 4th string. So you can remember this version of the A chord. You can use it in pretty much every song. It sounds a lot fuller. So this is a major chord. And for this one, we are going to play string 5. And you're also going to play string 2 and 1 at the same time. So 5, 2 and 1, and then string 5 again. String 5 is palm muted just like before, and then we're going to hit this guitar and do a slap on string 2 and 1. So, and then play open first string again. And you can see, if you look at the tabs, you basically just have to hold like this, because we're not playing any other strings. But I like to hold the full chord, because sometimes you're accidentally going to hit some strings that isn't on the tab, and it's still going to sound good. So hold the chords is pretty simple, and even your mistakes is going to sound pretty good here. Okay, so we had, this is bar 25. Change chord. And now for bar 26, we are back on the B minor chord. And you know how to play B minor because I already showed you. We're going to pluck string 5. And then we are going to play the first string. Slap the strings and hit string 3 and 2. So we have. And then you're going to play 3 times of the 5th string. To make it sound more natural, I'm going to play string bar. What am I saying? I'm going to play bar 25 and 26, so you can see what 26 sounds like, because it's basically just an extension of bar 25. So that's where bar 26 starts, and then on the first string, like you know, slap and then hit string 3 and 1. 3 times on the 5th string, hit string 2 and 1 again, and then 1 more time on the 5th string. So, and now for bar 27, you are going to put your point finger. This is actually a D major chord, but we're going to play it a bit different to play the melody at the same time. So point finger is going to bar string 3, 2, 1, and then you can add your middle finger to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So here we have a regular D chord, and this makes it possible for us to use our pink finger to play the melody. So your pink finger is going to be on the 5th fret, 1st string. So with your right hand, you're going to play string 4 and 2 and 1 at the same time. Then you're going to remove your pink finger and play the 1st string, so 1st string, 2nd fret. And now we're going to slap the strings, slap the guitar and hit string 3 and 2. Sorry, string 2 and 1. I get confused by reading the tabs, 3 and 2. So string 2 and 1, and then play string 4. Open again. So we have, and now you're going to just let go of this shape, because we're going to do a slide with a pinky from string fret 2 to fret 3 on the 1st string, and then play string 5. And now you can put your pink finger back on the 2nd fret, 1st string, and your middle finger on the 2nd fret, 2nd string. Slap the strings and hit string 2 and 1. Okay? So that's bar 27. And if you continue on bar 28, I just have to say you're not going to palm mute the 5th, either the 4th string or the 5th here. So we're going to keep it open here. But for bar 28, we are back on the G chord shape, and sometimes I play a G chord like this, and sometimes I play it like this. You can do whatever you want. Let's just say we play it like this time, because that's the more common version. So for bar 28, we are going to palm mute string 6, and you're going to hit it 1 time. Then you're going to play string 3 and 2 at the same time. Slap the strings and try to hit only string 4 and 3. So, and now 3 times on the 6th string. And hit the guitar 1 more time. And now you're going to hit string 4, 3, and 2. And then palm mute on string 6 again. Okay, so that's bar 25 to 28. And listen to this a lot of times so you know how to play it, because this one can be confusing when looking at the tabs only. You need to know, get in your head what it needs to sound like. So we have, and generally what you want to look for is like this pretty thick thumping bass in the background. So it's basically like a palm muted strum with your thumb here. So just practice, and now we are going to move to the next 4 bars. And just like before, this is going to be played pretty similar. A lot of the bars is going to be the same. Let's just see here. Bar 29 is going to be the same as the first bar of the last 4 chords, and that was 25. So same G major chord, change to the A chord, change to the B minor, and the only thing that's going to be different is bar 31 and 32. It's going to be the same chords, but it's a different melody, so we are going to play some different variations of the chords. But for bar 31, add your ring finger to the 3rd fret of the 1st string and third finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So play string, let's just see here, string 4, 2, and 1 at the same time. And now you're going to put your middle finger on the 2nd fret, 1st string. So we have, so now we're basically back on the regular D chord. So if you want to, you can hold your point finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string too. So it really becomes a regular D chord. So we have, so hit the strings and slap string 2 and 1 at the same time. And then hit string 4 again. And now we're going to change to like this chord shape that we already made. So put your pink finger on the 2nd fret 1st string and your ring finger on the 2nd fret 2nd string. And with your right hand you're going to pluck string 5, 2, and 1 at the same time. Play string 5 again. Slap the strings and hit string 2 and 1. And now we are going to do a slide from the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret. So that's bar 31. And for bar 32, we are naturally doing the slide and moving to a very good position to hold a G chord. So bar 32, just play the 6th string, and then play string 3 and 2, and end with 2 hits on the guitar. So, and now we know the chorus. Okay, now we are going to learn the drop of the song, and the drop is like 16 bars long, but a lot of the bars is going to be repeated. So you basically just have to learn maybe 6 different bars. So let's start. We have bar 33 to 36. I'm not even sure if I can play it. It's been a while since I played the song. Let's see here. So we have, okay, and you could probably see that I cut there because I didn't succeed the first time. But anyway, for bar 33, we're going to have, it's going to be a G chord again, but now we are going to learn a bar shape of the G. So put your point finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. So you're going to bar the full 3rd fret of all the strings, and then you're going to have like this E major chord shape. So your ring finger is going to be on the 5th fret of the 5th string, pink finger is going to be on the 5th fret of the 4th string, and middle finger is going to be on the 4th fret of the 3rd string. And with your right hand, you are just going to do a strum, and you're just going to strum from string 6 to string 3. So not all the way. And then you're going to strum up. And it's not that you don't have to overthink it. You just need to focus on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string and see where it gets you. That's like the note that we want to hear the most. So basically just do strum down and up. And now we are going to slap the strings. And as you slap the strings, you are going to sneak up the fretboard because you want to be in a good position to do the tapping part, or like hitting the strings here. So we have, and you're going to hit the 9th fret of the 3rd string. And for making the tapping easier, you can hold around the neck like an anchoring point, so you can find this easier. So down, up, you can see that I'm doing a slap by like taking the neck of the guitar. And then I have a perfect position to do the hammer-on the 9th. And now you can see I'm just releasing my G chord and I'm tapping on the 5th fret of the 6th string. And when you are doing this tap, you are going to at the same time pick the 1st string with your what is called your ring finger of your right hand. Okay, so it's okay, one more time. So practice this. And now when you play this, you are going to do a, okay? And to do this, just pretend with your thumb you're going to pretend like you're going to do a chord. So have your thumb behind the neck, and you're going to start by hitting whatever you want on the guitar. It's not that important, but you're going to hit with your ring finger, followed by your middle finger, followed by your point finger. Okay? And then you're going to use your right hand again, and your right hand is going to hit the 11th fret of the 3rd string, and then you are going to have your left hand free because it's already made its job with this. So it's like, and now this one is going to hit the 7th fret of the 2nd string. So this is the same note but on different spots to make it easier to use both of your hands. So we have, so that's bar 33. And now we are going to learn bar 34. So we are continuing from where we were, and now you are going to, from bar 33 on, from the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, sorry, the 7th fret of the 2nd string, you're going to make it keep ringing as long as you can, and you're going to hit the guitar with the bass like this. So use your wrist, hit the strings, so you get like this. So bass, snare, and then you're going to pick the 2nd string at the same time as you do one more of those bass percussive things. So, okay, and then you're going to do hammer on to the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, and then you're going to move up with your middle finger to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And now with your right hand you're going to hit the strings and hit string 3 and 2 at the same time, and then play open 1st string. So bar 34 is basically, one more time, one more time. So bar 33 to 34. And where I ended is where bar 35 is going to start. And for bar 35, it's a regular D chord here. So D chord, and you're going to play string 4 and 2 and 1 at the same time. And when you play this, you're going to do one of those percussive hits again. And then you're going to play string 2 and 1. then hit the strings, but not just hit the strings, don't play any of the strings. And now you're going to change this bar chord. So you're going to bar string 2, and you're going to have an E minor shape with the rest of your fingers. So your ring finger is going to be on the 4th fret of the 5th string, and your pink finger is going to be on the 4th fret of the 4th string. And here you're going to play string 3, 2, and 1. So here you can also avoid the bar chord, but I just like to play the full chords here. So you're going to play string 4, 3, and 2. And then on the tabs it says that I'm playing the same strings again, but I noticed that I actually do skip this part, because it's pretty hard to play this when you do the hit. So I'm just playing it and then doing the hit without playing anymore. So I'm just letting it ring. So do whatever you want. You can also play, but that's harder. And then you're going to move to the G bar shape again. And here you are going to hit the guitar and hit string 4, 3, and 2 again. And then just play string 4, 3, and 2. So it's the same chord. So. And now for bar 36, we're going to continue with bass, slap. And on the bass, we're basically back on the D major chord, but you don't have the whole full chord here. You are going to play the bass and play the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and then do a pull off. And then we are going to add our ring finger to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and you're going to hit the guitar and hit string 3 and 2 at the same time. And then you are going to put a finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string and play it once. Okay? So that's basically bar 33 to 36. So we have. And now for bar 37 to 40, basically everything is going to be repeated. But this is the only part that's going to be different, so it's bar 39. And here I'm going to play this bar chord shape again. And I know I'm also cheating here, so I'm not playing it the 2nd time. I'm just playing the thumb here. But now you're going to play 1 time on the G chord, and then you are going to slap the strings and hit the G chord again. So it's compared to, let's see what I played before. It's okay, so that was bar 35. Instead it's so what I played on bar 35 was, but instead now for bar 39 it's okay, so on bar 35 I played, but now on 39 it's instead. Okay, so it's basically you are going to hit the G chord before you're doing the slap on the guitar and hitting the G chord. So we just switch positions. But you should look at the tabs for this part to understand what I mean better here, because it's very similar. But for bar 40 it's the same as bar 36, so you already know this one. And now we basically know the whole song. The only thing that you have to think about is that bar, let's see, we are going to play these 4 bars 4 times repeatedly, but the last time we're going to play it, we are not going to play the last bar of the 4, so we're not going to play, but instead we're going to end on, so that's where it ends, and then it starts on the parts that we already learned. So then we're just repeating what we just played one more time, and then the song ends. Anyway, this was everything, and I hope you understood it. It's pretty hard to explain the drop of this song because it's pretty advanced, But I hope you can look back in the tutorial and that you can understand the parts and use the tabs as help. And I hope this tutorial been helpful for you, and don't forget to share out my Patreon and let me know what you want to learn next. I think I'm going to do a tutorial for my Harry Potter arrangement. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and have a great day, guys. Bye.